Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Hope y'all are doing well. We're just cranking out some Warpforge videos just because I wanted to get some of that content out before the game goes off, and then hopefully in the beta or whatever goes live sometime this summer. I'm just really excited for the game. As you all know, big MTG Spellslingers fan, and been looking for some kind of newer stuff that's been going on just because the game slowed down a bit. And we got our tutorial video up. We've got our video up on the Eldar, which are really cool race. And I remember playing against them a couple times, and just like their teleportation stuff and the sick like air vehicles and all that. And that was a really sick game in that last video. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. But today we're doing the other faction, which are just really scary, the Tyranids. And I had a good friend who was a big Tyranid fan and had like a whole Tyranid army, and they're just like usually super adept at like melee combat, and that's kind of their signature. They're sort of like a mixture of like Alien meets, what is it, the Flood from like Halo. They're like kind of like alien-like with talons and claws, but they're also kind of like mutating and like, I don't know, just kind of weird alien nonsense. And today I wanted to do a quick little video on the Tyranids. I haven't played a ton of games, so bear with me here. But they're kind of a mixture of like the orcs that have cards with Tide. Let me just see if we can pull up some. And we're going to be playing this Swarmlord, the Predator guy today, because he's got a really basic but cool mechanic that we'll talk about. But let me pull up Tide for y'all, because again, the game does have there are a lot of keywords, so you got to learn it. Okay, so Tide. If you haven't seen my tutorial video on the orcs, they share this ability. So when this card is played from hand, you may play it again up to X times this turn. So essentially it makes a temporary copy in your hand. So when you pay 2 mana for this 1 attack, 2 ranged, 2 health card, you can get another one, make it, and it's Tide 3. So you can do it up to, you can essentially play 4 of these, I guess, on turn 8 if you've got 8 mana. And they're pretty weak, but there is this ability Swarm. So when played on the left side of a troop with the same name, it is combined with it, adding its stats. So you actually have the option where you're like, okay, do I want to go wide and play like 2 or 3 1/2s, or do I just want to make a big one, right? Where it's literally just add all the stats. So instead of it being 2 mana for 1/2, it would be 4 mana for a 2/4 with 4 health, right? They're just compounding the stats, which is really interesting, right? It's a little bit more dynamic than just like, oh, I have a bunch of orcs that I'm coming at you with. You can actually mutate them together. That's why I said they were kind of spooky. So that's been really interesting. Also, this particular warlord with all his like crazy alien blades and multiple arms, very Count Dooku, for you Star Wars fans out there. His attack is 3 and his ranged is 1. And just the fact that you don't have to pay anything, right? Like in the Eldar video, you have a passive card that can add an attack to what you're doing with the shurikens. This, you don't pay anything. It's just you're always dealing more physical damage to your opponent. Yes, ranged is enhanced against you, but which is a drawback. But I think it's really cool to like play this very aggro style card. Gene Stealer, also this card seemed really cool, and I remember like building a Gene Stealer for my buddy. So this is just all the nostalgia is there. Right, Swarm, Camouflage, so you can combine them, which can make them really potent at physical combat. And at the start of your turn, you create a Gene Stealer in your hand, right? So it's just like when you don't kill the Tyranids, like when they're initially building a board presence, you just get a lot of advantage. You're just getting free cards from something like Gene Stealer. Trying to think if there's anything else that's very that stuck out to me. Oh yes, okay. So there are a couple cards that have stealth, which I talked about in the last video, are really strong because there's just no drawback to playing them. You play them, and unless your opponent has like a deal random damage to something, like something that doesn't target, you're just gonna get to attack something for 5. So it's also got Swarm, so you can combine them if you, and it's got Tidewarn. So on turn 8, you could potentially make a 10 attack power, 8 health, Ron Ryan's Leaper. And then it has stealth, so the troop can't be targeted by units, by the Warlord, by spells in their hand. And I think there's a 7-drop too. Right? Or is it maybe 5-drop? 6-drop? Where is it? There's another... I thought there was another stealth card. Oh. Okay, well this has stealth. And Synapse is interesting. When this unit is targeted by a friendly stratagem, adjacent units are affected by the stratagem as well. So it's kind of this like hive-mindy sort of thing, which is pretty sweet. And I think you have access to a card, if I'm not mistaken, from your Warlord that gives plus certain stats. And I think you're obviously playing other cards. Oh, right. This guy. I can't believe this costs 4. It's just another 5-power stealth card. So, as you can see, what we're going to be doing is just rushing your opponent for the most part. Like the most aggressive sort of strategy you can do. So, I would say matchups that are probably tough is something like the Space Marines, because they have Vanguard to protect their Warlord with, and I think that makes a huge difference if you can do that. Okay, let's see. Alright, so we've got some Swarm guys. What is Eucalypt Spore? Flying Blast 2, strike, destroy this troop. Oh, so it just goes in and blasts and kills them. Blind 2 random enemies. I don't love that, and I definitely don't want our 10-drop, as cool as it is. So we'll take some of these low-cost creatures.
We bring death from above, as Cain's spear did before.
Alright, so we're playing against the guy that we played in the last video. So we'll see who can be more aggressive here. Next year, okay, so Digestion Pool, it's cool. I think you always start with this in your hand, if I'm not mistaken. So we could play Eucalypt Spore, but there's no reason to, because it's going to die, and we don't have anything to blast. But we could go Termagant and then Digestion Pool and merge them, which I think is actually a pretty nice turn 1 play. I guess the other option is we could run out this on turn 6, but we could kind of curve out here and maybe get a bit of an advantage. I kind of want to try that. See how worth it is to get aggressive here. And we're going to play it on the left side to merge them, because I think that's a bit more effective. Sweet. And then we're just going to pop this guy for 3 attack power, because we're advantaged there. Sweet. And now we've got, you know, a 4 health creature with 4 ranged, which is pretty decent. Oh, shoot. Wow. Yeah, this having... Wait, how did this... Flying flank, sniper... Oh, right, and then it killed it. That is such a good card. Huh, okay, so we've got our Gargoyle. Don't really have a good way to answer this. And this is gonna do 3. Jeez. And I don't really have a good way to answer it, huh? I guess we just play this. Keep hitting our opponent here. Okay. Not feeling great about this game, because I don't really have an answer to this. right now. I guess I could have attacked it twice, but it just seems terrible. Give flank to something. Oh, okay, so I could flank and do this. Or I could just stealth this. I think that's a little bit better. So we can maybe guaranteed kill something next turn. Yeah, this card actually has been so nuts. Yeah, Sniper is a really powerful ability. I forgot. When you do a ranged attack, enemies that are killed do not retaliate. So it just gets really, really nice trades. Alright, looks like we're just going to go for me here. But I like that they played this because we're going to get to kill it and it's not going to be able to use its shuriken ability. Choose and gain a bonus. Okay. Got so many things we can do this turn, actually. Create a copy of it in your hand. Interesting. The question is, would I rather do that? The question is also, should I just be zerging this guy down? But I think... Right, because I can't attack these in the air. Right. Okay. So... And if I play this and attack, I can blast these for 2. Or I can do that and then I'll hit the adjacents. Alright, let's try something. Kill that. Nice. Okay, so that 2 for 1's there. Let's just blast this guy for 8. Nice. Okay, sorry. I had to think about that turn for a while. I'm trying to play optimally. That was cool. That was cool. We combined some... I think I positioned wrong. I should have... Because I think it gets adjacent bonuses. Ooh. Don't love that. Oh, Crimson Hunter, it's so good. Yeah, he gets to do the range damage, and get a little bit of an advantage there. Okay, well, pretty clear. Just gotta play this bad boy. So he gets gain of armor, attack, or ranged. I mean, right now, ranged is pretty important. This is dealing 5. Or I could put armor on it. I think I just take ranged attack though, so that this can kind of fight more effectively. I think we just keep trying to bash our opponent there. And then what is this? Synapse, Artifice, give a shield to a rent. What is Artifice again? Does something when playing a stratagem. Okay. Give it a shield. Absorb all damage for 1 attack. Sweet. Okay. So we'll probably go Maleceptor next turn and then try and use one of our stratagems the following turn. No! Ugh, these vehicles, man. They're just so good. Yeah, now it just gets to, like, blast my Tyranid. Yeah, we are pretty ineffective at range combat, so this is looking pretty rough. Okay, flying. Rally 3, deal 3 damage. Okay. That's something. Man, I wish I could give this flank. That would be super, super good. Jeez, this is 12 damage. Yes, we're effectively dead. But there's no way for me to kill these effectively. Yeah, I guess I just have to hope my opponent does the wrong thing. That's, I think, the only way. Yeah, I guess I deal the 3 there. And then what? This is 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I have exactly 14 health, so I should be dead here, sadly. Yeah, these vehicles do work. Oh wow, okay. Yeah. Good game, friend. I'm going to give them a menacing stare. Because you can pick your voice lines, which is so funny. And Tyranids just obviously don't talk. They're just crazy, scary monsters. Okay. Alright, that was a quick defeat. I think we can try one more. Unfortunate, unfortunate. Dang. Well, that matchup seems a bit tough. Okay, okay. Against the Necrons, maybe we've got more of a shot. Deal 2 damage to a random enemy. Repeat this effect for each friendly... Oh, interesting. That's kind of cool. These guys do seem pretty decent. The Hive Crone. Honestly, I think I'm going to keep one. And I'll keep the other. It just seems like a really strong card to have. And you basically start at 2 mana anyway. So it's not... Like, getting to 6 is not a tall order. But you could also reduce something by 2. Potentially put this on turn 4. So that's kind of nice. He's got the ability to kind of like stay a little bit ahead on life, but yeah, so I could use Darkened Skies. I don't think that's correct. I don't love not playing anything here, but I don't think I want to play that yet. I think I maybe want to set up like maybe a double gargoyle turn if I can. Like into Darkened Skies. Okay, oh my god, I forgot how many. Yeah, so it can come back. This unit attacks by itself at the start of your turn. Interesting. Generation, Artifice, Stealth. Yeah, so we definitely want to kill this. Now... Okay, so if we go Gargoyle, Digestion Pool. Oh, it's your next troop. Yeah, so that doesn't work for Darkened Skies. Huh. Yeah, I don't really have a way to kill this unless Darkened Skies actually hits it. So that's not great. I guess I just have to trade my health here. I don't love it. Because they're going to regenerate at the beginning of the turn. Yeah. That's not good. And then they have a Remnant, which they can potentially get back. That's the thing about Necrons, is if you don't kill them, they come back. Very Terminator style. So we're definitely behind, but I think we can have some pretty nice turns later. Okay, so they are going to bring it back. Now, if we Darken Skies, we got a better shot at... of course, they're going to do that. Oh no, they're not going to trade their health here. Interesting. That's really good for us. Okay. Heal 2 friendly troops and create a copy in your hand. I can only heal 1. And I think we just want to do this so that we get 2 bites at the apple. So, yeah, let's do that first. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Right, and then I have to give it to this. Cool. Now we can trade. Oh, interesting. I do want to kill the remnants, but let's just trade the most damage possible, which is 4. And then let's punch the remnant so it doesn't come back. Okay. So we could potentially get Maleceptor down next turn with our digestion pool. I wonder if that's worth it. Okay. Not a crazy turn from our opponent. Right, this is the Hive Commander. We always get that card. Okay, so we've got Elixir, which we can play. But I just kind of want to play Crone. I get to kill that for free. Then I have a mana left over. Do I want to wait a turn? Yeah, because I can kill this, and it's a pretty favorable trade. So yeah, let's do this. That's fine. Oh, I could have given it flank. Do I want to do that to kill it? I actually probably do. Let's do that. That way we kill their remnant. I think that's probably worth it. Okay. Well, got some pretty good options from here on out. So here's hoping. Let's get the Vanguard. Okay. Yeah, we're making good trades on our Warlord. But so there's nothing to save my to save this, right? Unless I want to take a lot of damage. Don't think I do. Yeah, so I think it's just gonna be trade these off. Play the crown. Go 3 there. And I think we just want to get rid of the remnant. I could play Digestion Pool to play the 2-drop, but I don't think that's worth it. Let's see what they do. Also got Infestation mode to heal. Oh, what's this? Remnant Frenzy deals 3 damage to a random enemy. Yikes. Okay. Don't love that. Its melee is really bad though, so we can actually one-shot it if we play this. And then we can still play Maliceptor. That's probably the vibe. And then I can play this next turn and get 2. Yeah. Nice. So let's evolve this guy. Get to kill him. I think that's pretty good. And then Digestion Pool. Be able to play one of our Maliceptors. And then make sure we get rid of that. Okay. We're slowly getting an advantage here. We are behind on life, but might just play the Reaper twice next turn and make a 10 power guy that they can't target. Which I think is pretty good. And then just maybe try and get them out of nowhere. Oh, dang. That's pretty good. That's it? Okay, alright. Well, now's our time, I think, to get some damaging in. Could also heal, but I think... Yep, let's combine them. Punch this guy for 6. Punch for 3. He is going to be able to kill this with his passive ability, but this killed, I think, 2 creatures and dealt 6 damage. Pretty damn good. Yep. Since got some ammunition coming now. Okay, so goes choose game. Just make sure there's nothing I should do like pre-combat. I don't think so. Hit that for 10. For 8. Question is how am I mean, I think we play one of these. Oh, I didn't actually need to combine them there. Whoops. Yeah, that was a mistake. I did not mean to combine them, especially the one that didn't have stealth. Whoops. This is 15 attack. It's got 9 health, so hopefully it's not dying. But if it is, then we know we just messed up, that's all. Oh, but we could combine, we could like infestation node and then combine. We should have it anyway. Yeah, okay, I think, yeah. I think, hopefully we're still alive here. Oh no, he's got another stratagem to kill us? Dang. Well played. Oh no, they don't have it. I'm at 1. No way. What a game. Okay, that was crazy close. We definitely made mistakes. But jeez. Wow. Okay. So those are the Tyranids. Damn. I mean, really interesting. I should explore the other decks. I just kind of saw this one and thought it was really cool that it just kind of has this hyper aggro strategy. Yeah, I guess there's control. And then there's the endless swarm. I guess maybe they go wide with the swarm. There's 2 different swarm lord ones too. With the cunning predator, I could try that. But yeah, those are the Tyranids. I feel like I like more of a mid-range playstyle with like the Space Marines and the Eldari that kind of scale up. I mean, I think I would need a lot more practice with the aggro decks, and the Necrons are kind of interesting because they're like, they can play a couple types of ways. So can the Chaos Marines too. So I am really interested to see when this game gets released how it's going to go. I've been having a ton of fun with it, and that's actually why I wanted to hop on and make some videos today, because I've just been playing it and loving it. So that's it for today, folks. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. For now, I'm just going to keep bringing, you know, different card game content up on the channel, whether that be Spellslingers, Warpforge. I've been doing Arena here and there, and for the Lord of the Rings set, I might have to throw that up on the channel because I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. But if anything else, thank you as always for stopping by, and I will catch you next time.